Weidner this hour. Well, my friend, things in the last month have not gotten any better. Big surprise. And I'm afraid we're headed down and down and down. We're going to have to go out the other side, wherever that is. I don't know where it is or where it's going to actually take us or how we'll end up when we get there. But we're going there one way or the other. How you been?
I've been, it's been interesting. Life is never dull at this point in the Kali Yuga. So it's been, if you're a spectator looking on, it's quite an amazing thing to watch.
Yeah. Well, that would be a nice thing.
And some of the well, for one thing, you have the best bumper music. I got to tell you, of anybody of all these radio shows I go on, you have the best bumper music.
Yes.
But I don't know where you get that stuff. I would like to get a list of your bumper music, because you should put it out on your website, because it's really good.
Yeah, there's some very good music. They're all amateur composers, really.
Yeah. That's a great thing about the world right now, is that people who before were suppressed by the record companies can now at least get their music heard.
Oh, it is so crazy. In a couple of years, there are going to be thousands of what we'd call TV channels.
Oh yeah.
On the internet.
Oh yeah.
Thousands. No one will be able to track it. It'll be just a delirium of clicking and watching and staring and drooling and aging and senescence will be the watchword. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I can't imagine.
It's going to get but the good thing about that is the centralized media is losing its foothold, and they're freaking out because they can no longer control.
Oh, they've lost their grip. Absolutely.
Well, they aren't telling us anything, so they're not worth.
No.
The only thing that matters at this point is solid information. That's all that matters to anybody. It's worth more than relationships, more than gold, so that becomes the number one goal of the internet, or intelligent person's dive into the internet, is what is the best information, the information that holds up over time, and then those sites or those people become the ones that you come back to, and that's all that matters anymore. And the mainstream media is, which I'll go right into this new show by Aaron Sorkin, Newsroom, which is the most contrived piece of crap ever put upon the American people as a TV show. Because here we have a liberal newsman in this show who decides to start a show where he tells us the truth. And in this truth-telling show, this newsroom that he creates, he revises history. In this world, Aaron Sorkin's liberal world, the newsroom reports what really happened in the Gulf oil spill a couple of years ago. They really report on who's funding the political parties and things. But the real truth of the matter is that the liberal media that Aaron Sorkin is a part of didn't report any of that crap. So we have a fictional TV show which purports to show us revisionist history, where the liberals are actually telling us what's actually happening. Like Rachel Maddow really did tell us about the Gulf oil thing and what was really going on with the core exit and all that, and which she never did. And so this is what I'm talking about in regards to this kind of fabricated reality that we're building around us. And Sorkin also is the guy who revised Mark Zuckerberg's life in, I think the movie was called Social Media, in which he kind of acted as if writing the code for Facebook, which is all Mark Zuckerberg did, was somehow as important as coming up with the basic central idea, which Mark Zuckerberg stole from two of his fellow students at Harvard, and who ended up winning a huge suit against the guy. And so Sorkin again rearranges history to make it look like somehow a software writer writing code is the same as the person who created the original idea. And I'm sure Zuckerberg probably funded that movie in secret, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Oh, yeah,
So,
of course. By the way,
yeah.
I need to mention something. A lot of folks were listening to Jim Mars and I last night in this third hour, and The Onion put out a story about Zuckerberg claiming the CIA had given him some kind of an award for stealth information gathering, and I played the video. It was very good, and it was an obvious parody, but everybody thought we were deadly serious, and I should have been more upfront about it, but it was a parody, and
it went viral, and everyone took a whole bunch of news people took it as serious.
Yeah.
What a scream!
Well, it actually, it's such good parody and satire because it was true. I mean, the essence of it was true. I mean, that deputy CIA director is saying, we couldn't believe it. How people were so stupid that they'd give us their entire lives, their friends, their email addresses, what they're doing from minute to minute. It's beyond, I think he called it a godsend or a miracle or something.
Oh, yeah. Voluntary slavery. What better way can you do it? This is what they do. Yeah, it's quite amazing the way that they play us. Sorkin won an award for that movie, and he got in front of some Hollywood group to get his award. It wasn't the Academy Awards. I can't remember what it was. And he openly talked for 3 or 4 minutes about how great it was to be part of the elites, and that we shouldn't hide from that word, and that we really are special. And it was an amazing speech, and so now he's become my new favorite guy for kind of watching how the establishment or the powers that be revision history. And so it's going to be interesting to see if his Jeff Daniels character in Newsroom covers Fukushima, for instance, which I'm going to make a bet that they don't. So, because the powers, the nuclear powers,
the nuclear industry is.
Oh, they're in everything.
Yeah.
They're piggybacked into the oil industry, which is piggybacked into the pharmaceutical industry, which the whole thing is run by interlocking boards of directors who are all the same guys. And all they do is go from meeting
musical
to meeting.
chairs, just like here in the government, the FDA. Come on, the USDA, Monsanto, it's just big pharma. It goes round and round and round. It's an obscenity.
It is, and it has to be overthrown because it will kill us all. In fact, its plan is to kill us all. That's the plan of the monster, actually, to do us all in.
Well, not all of us, but enough of us.
No, they need a good slave population.
That's right. Enough of us to make it so that they can continue to have their mint juleps on the porch and their slaves in livery doing the work around the plantation.
Yeah, and that's actually, but all that may not matter because it's something I want to get into in the next round, which is I want to revisit my work on the Cross de Henday, which I haven't talked about for a long time to anybody because everybody wants to talk about the Kubrick stuff, and I never get back to my the Cross de Henday thing, which is really what started me out. And its relationship to some of the events that are going on right now, especially as pertains to the weather.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's right now we're breaking temperatures all over.
Well, in one day last week, 4,500 new high temperatures were set in these formerly United States.
That's right. It was 118 degrees in Dodge, Kansas, which is impossible, actually. Or it used to be impossible, and we don't know really what the cause of it is. I was talking to Dr. Paul LaViolette today about this, and
what's he saying?
Well, he's saying that UV rates are skyrocketing. And
I've seen that, and
yeah, and this is why the color of the sun is slightly changed, and why. When you're out in the sun, even if it feels like 80 degrees, you feel like you're roasting.
Yeah.
And I've had several construction friends who tell me that it's hotter now than it used to be, even though the temperature is the same. And that would be the UV, because it wouldn't be affecting the temperature so much. It would be affecting the radiation level that you're feeling on the ground, especially with all that stuff bouncing around. And that is the sun beginning to morph, and which is exactly what the cross of Henday says is going to happen.
Okay, tell everyone what the cross of Henday is again.
Well, it's a little cross in a churchyard in a cathedral in the south of France in a town called Henday, or Unday in French. And it was built 400 years ago by a master mason. And it has a Freemasonic sign on it,